As Reggie Yates once said, to truly understand someone, you have to walk a mile in their shoes. I first came across Sophie on Instagram, watching a video of one of her freestyles. I was struck by her talent and how raw her lyrics were. In my mind, I knew straight away that she was too good to remain in the background. This talent has to be in the spotlight, and that is why I'm here. I'm heading back up north to Manchester, home to the textile industry, the two biggest clubs in English football, and home to Sophie Ralph, aka Little Ralph. Sophie Ralph is a 21-year-old up-and-coming rapper. She's a rising star on the scene, and she's been recognised by some of the biggest artists in UK rap right now, including Notes, Big Tobes, and Rams to name a few. I'm about to meet Sophie for the first time. Up until this point, I've only been speaking to her on social media, and I'm not sure what to expect. I'm going to see why music has become such a big part of her life and her world. I'm going to hear from those closest to her, and how Little Ralph has conquered some big obstacles. Sometimes, life isn't as simple as it seems. Sometimes, there's more than meets the eye. To dive deeper into Sophie's story, we decided to take a trip down memory lane, to where it all began for Little Ralph, her hometown of Partington. As we arrive at Partington, we make a stop at a place which is close to Sophie's heart. A place where she likes to visit, to be close to one of the most important people in her life, her nan. I can feel her discomfort as we approach the graveyard. This is a place which brings back many memories for Sophie, both good and bad. Sophie and her nan had a close relationship. She was like a best friend, and her passing hit her hard, at times finding it hard to cope with the loneliness and falling into depression. So we stopped by a place where she could feel closest to her, and we spoke about her musical influences and where she's going to go.
In terms of who inspires me the most, I would definitely say Lady Leisha, because I've always been a supporter of her, and I met her for the first time. I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago. I just went to go and film a freestyle for someone, and she ended up being there, and I basically met her. I'm not gonna lie, I was hella starstruck. But yeah, I met her there, I spat bars for her, and we basically filmed like a little cypher. And from then I just kept going to her shows and linking up with her and stuff, and she kind of she's given me so much advice, and when I've been down and stuff, she's been there for me a lot more than a lot of people that I even know that I'm supposed to be really close to. So yeah, she's always helped me and supported me. Like if I ever need anything, she's always there. Advice on music. She's got me out on shows that she's been at before, and yeah man, she just pushed me to be the best that I can be. I wouldn't say I've experienced anything bad, but I just feel like people don't pay enough attention to me because of the fact that is my skin colour. I think people look at me and don't take me as seriously because they think, oh, she's white, she's female, this, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they don't take me as seriously as I take it. I've been close with Notes. Like he basically, I met him first time, it was in Manchester, he was doing like a meet and greet. So I thought, you know what, I'll go along, went along, and I spat for him, and then basically from there he followed me on Instagram, and he just started supporting me and stuff like that. And then like every time I see him now, it's just like he always remembers who I am, and he's always like promoting me and supporting me. Like when I met him last time, he put me on his Snapchat, and I just feel like support like that from artists like that is a good thing. And the whole Big Tobe situation, basically he brought out a challenge called the A to Z challenge, and I basically did that, posted it on Instagram, everyone was just tagging him in it. He liked it and commented on it. Then he posted it on his Snapchat, and from there he was opening up for Rich 32 on tour. And basically I messaged him before the show and was just like, oh, is there any chance I can meet you before the show and get a picture? He was like, yeah, that's cool. And then he basically messaged me and was saying, oh, you know, your A to Z challenge, do you know it off by heart? So I told him, obviously, like, I know it off by heart, but I don't have the beat in it. And he was like, well, if you get the beat, send it to this email. And basically just sent me the email and was like, send it to that and I'll bring you out tonight at the show. So basically that's how that came about. And I feel like that for me as an artist, that the venue was at Manchester Academy. I've been to that venue before, and I've seen people like Rick Ross, I've seen people like untold, like some of the biggest names. Like I've seen Rich 32 there before, I've seen Labyrinth, all the big artists that I look up to, you know what I'm saying? So for me to be able to go up on that stage, it was a dream. Like it was crazy. To some people it's not a big thing, but to me it was a big thing.
I decided to stop by the Powerhouse Youth Club, a place where Sophie frequently visits. and she's definitely not shy about letting her talent off the leash. Her friend Chanel is no stranger to this.
Hey, you see this here? This is my fucking rider. Oh, I don't know.
SJ, also known as Diamond, is a local DJ and producer and works at Powerhouse. He saw something in Sophie that no one else did.
She's been part of the long journey of finding musical talent in this town, really. First came across little Ralph in Partington when she was about 12, 13. And me and my brother, Mr. Fox, we sat down, we got some lyrics done, and we got us spitting on stage and stuff.
Well, I met her through Instagram, to be like, no, actually WhatsApp. I got sent a screenshot of her video and got told to shout her out. That was it. And I shouted her out, she followed me, I listened to her music. She's alright. She got the bars, so. And then we just clicked from there, we linked up. I say her friendship's strong. She's my rider, so I've got her, she's got me.
Before, she was this very confident little child, but timid at the same time. But now she's just absolute danger. You can just see it in her face, she's focused. And she's fully on it, there's no stopping her really. And I love it, I'm actually fully proud.
Of course, I bash her tracks like it's casual. I know almost all her words, I dance to it all the time.
Where do I see her going? She's got no limits, and that's what I tell them all. I don't know where to go. I just try and, when we try and do music with the youth from our area, we try to make them grow as wild as possible. So I don't really want them to concede. I don't want a box for them. I want them to know they can do anything. So I don't know, she's most probably going to go past what's in my head, but I'll just be happy with whatever she's doing, as long as she's happy doing it and she gets it out there and she says, I'm proud of what I'm doing, I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing, I'm happy, it means I've done my job.
The Salford Quays are home to some of the most beautiful views in the city. It is also where Sophie comes to think and let her mind be free, and this is the first place she came after her nan passed. The gentle rivers and nighttime viewing helped her deal with her grief in the form of a track she wrote in memory of the person who has always stood by her.
Why here of all places? Like, do you like to come to escape?
Basically, like when my nana passed away, it was the first place that I came and actually like basically vented to myself and got to let out the way I was feeling. I came and I basically wrote a track, just sat up there. And
you wrote a whole track just here?
Yeah, in like half an hour, 20 minutes, just wrote it. I've never let it out.
I remember you telling me before, like you came here and you almost basically did something you regretted here.
Yeah, that was a mad time, I can't even lie. Like I think it was a point of realisation that, like, I feel like, because I was so close to my nana, I used to see her every day because she used to live around the corner from me. So I'd see her every day and I'd go around there, talks, because obviously my dad was never really around as much as like I'd want him to. Like my nana was there because I never really talked to my mum about things because like she worries a lot. So I feel like when I couldn't talk to my mum, I'd go to my nana, and my nana was like the person that I'd go to if I knew if I had something to talk about, then I could go to my nana. So I feel like it hit me a lot because I was so close to her. So yeah, I came here and I was just walking down here, and it was that bridge that was over there that we went past before. That was basically, I just felt like I just didn't want it. Like I said, when my nana passed it, I did go off the rails a bit. Like I was just doing stupid stuff and I wasn't myself at all. Like I just completely changed as a person. And I feel like when I started like writing about my feelings, it kind of helped. And that was probably one of the first times I actually started writing that kind of stuff when my nana passed away.
This is the house where Sophie spent most of her life, where it all began for her. As she went down memory lane, she opened up about the struggles of coming out, living in Manchester, and what sort of advice she'd give to up-and-coming artists.
The things that I've been through in this house, and just even living around here, like it's, do you know what I'm saying? As you can see, it's like a ghost town. Like everyone's got to live through the struggle to get somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like obviously, I grew up. My mum gave me everything that she could possibly give me. So, like, yeah, but it did make me a better person. I can't lie. 5 years. I just want to be in more of a wealthy position than I am now. Like musically, I don't know. I just want to put on for my town, innit? Like this obviously this is where I grew up, so I feel like coming back here and just showing the people that obviously it's a small town. Nobody really makes it from Paddington. Like, not a lot of people would ever make it from here. So I feel like just being able to make it out of here, and to every single person that was around here that said, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, just to show that I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And even for the people that are around here that think, oh, I'm from Paddington, so I can't do this. Nah, it doesn't matter where you're from. You get me? Like, you can go anywhere you want to be. You just got to grind and focus. But musically as well, like, I feel like I wanna tour. Maybe not my own tour. I might not make that in that time, but just supporting people. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what the thing is for me is just be yourself. Like, you can't, like, you're in this world. Yeah, you're living your life for you. There's nobody in this world that can tell you that you can't be who you are, because at the end of the day, it's not their life, it's your life. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether that be family that tell you you can't do this, whether that be your friends, whether it just be strangers, like, don't be afraid to be who you are. Do you know what I'm saying? Listening to other people is just gonna make you feel even worse. Like, I know it's easier said than done, because I've been there and I've done that, and I find it hard to not listen to people when they tell me I can't do this. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't come out until I was 18. I didn't even tell my mum personally. My best friend that lives in there, she, like, her and obviously her brother both told my mum. And obviously they knew, because from the age of 4 I was wearing tracksuits and I'd play football and all that. The only people I chilled with was boys, so I feel like I just did the stuff that boys do.
The last stop on our journey is our old stomping ground, Broad Oak School. Walking through the halls, the sights, the smells, brought back many memories for Sophie, and she's not the only one. We run into a former PE teacher and now head teacher, Mr. McIntosh. He watched her grow throughout the years, and I got talking to him, asking what Sophie was like as a child during her time at school.
I taught Sophie PE. She was a good sportswoman, always actively involved, representing the school, good attender as well. She was particularly good at her football. She loved her sport, but a very good footballer in school, and like I said, representing the school whenever she could. A real sort of credit to the school in that respect.
Do you agree with that, Sophie?
I'll agree.
Any of that not true?
No, it's true, but I'm just not a big-headed person. So I keep it down to earth. I'm humble.
So what do you think of where Sophie is now? Or where do you say you're going?
We're very proud of any of our children that leave school and go on to do anything of note, but obviously we're very proud of Sophie. And Sophie did have 1 or 2 issues whilst she was at school, and it's even more pleasing that we've heard of she's put those issues behind her and she's made real progress, not just in her studies, but actually in her life, and she's now making something really special with her talents that she's got. We knew she did have some talents, but she's obviously put them to good use.
At some point, we all have to close and open doors to certain moments in our lifetime. Just like Sophie closed the door to her time at school, her times when she was feeling down and alone, she opened another one to become Little Ralph. After 2 days in Manchester, I got to know the real Sophie Ralph. Going into this, I knew that she had an incredible talent that had to be shared. I know that she had this incredible story. After 2 days in Manchester, I know that her message needs to be shared on a bigger stage. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll see her on a bigger stage. One day we'll see her live a dream. I know that people knew her talent way before I did. I got to know that she hasn't had the easiest of journeys. From her I learned that it's okay not to be okay. After 2 days in Manchester, after getting to know Sophie, after delving deeper into her story, I now know that in life, there's truly more than meets the eye.
Well, see you soon, innit?
And for you lot, I'm going.
All these voices in my head, they say it's all lies what they're telling me, saying there's something I will never be. Sometimes I just really want that heaven's key to a place where no one knows, to a place where only I can go when I'm down and I'm feeling low. No new friends, I don't even fuck with my old. Man, I've been feeling this low for some time now. I really wanna ghost and take time out. I really wanna get away from my town, but I can't, cause I really gotta grind now. Depression ain't a game, man, it's messed up. All these voices in my head, man, it's effed up.